It's Valentine's, and I'd like to say Happy Valentine. I love you. XOXO. Happy Valentine's, everyone. So this is my project for Valentine's Day, and I will explain to you a little bit about it. I'm not going to show any procedures or anything like that, how I made it, but I will put a link on the description for all the stuff that I use, except for the wooden box, because the wooden box I've had for a while now. I purchased this at Michael's, and I don't know if they have them anymore, but you can try to see if they do. It's really cheap. It was I think it was $3 for each one of them, but I made 3. 1, 2, 3. And I know what the purpose, what I'm gonna use it for. I know what my purpose is. So so the box is a wooden box. This is 3.5 by 3.5 by 3.5. So real easy. 3.5 all the way around. So what I did first was put the holes on the bottom, because I know it's going to be a plant box for me for Valentine's. And then I embellished it with what I did first. What I did was just painted the self-leveling gel inside to protect it from the water that's gonna go in there when I water the plant. But I'm also thinking about, just like I did with the Booker's wooden box, I put plastic around it just to double. My battery is going out. Why? Of course, as soon as I start filming, my battery goes out. And so now I have to go right back in there and change my batteries and all that stuff. So annoying. Anywho, so as I was saying, this box right here, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. I don't know if you can still find them in Michael's, but if you do, hey, good job. But if you don't, I will add a link. It's a little bit bigger than this. If you can find this somewhere else, that's fine. If you can find it at Michael's, that's fine too. But the one that I am linking on the description is the one that's, I think, 4.5. It's a little bit bigger than this. So if you guys fancy the bigger one, hey, nobody's telling you to do exactly what I did, but this is it. Okay, so the next thing is the lip. This is collagen lips. I also do not have a link for this exact one, but they do have them in Amazon, where it's just about the same. It's pretty much really close to this type. So and all I did was made paper clay and just stuffed them all in, you know, in there. Took it out and then let it dry. And once it's dry, I painted it with red. You can paint any color that you want your lips to be. I call this my collagen lips. It's perfectly puffy. So inside, I told you that already. Okay, so the next part of this project is to paint around the lips and the other sides. I'm going to keep it exactly the same. I could embellish. If you want to embellish yours, that's fine too, but I don't want to have to go through that, because I'm going to put another embellishment on top of it, you know, for some kind of eye, some kind of beautiful, you know, kind of sexy eyes or something. So for this, I chose the iridescent bright gold. This is the golden artist colors. You can use anything, any color, you know, any craft paint if you want to use craft paint, if you already have it. don't bother to buy it because these things are kind of expensive. But mine I bought from eBay. It's already used, so you could also do that. But I will link this color in the description, so you can at least, either if you want to buy it, just go ahead and buy it from Amazon. It's going to benefit me a little bit because I am an affiliate, and I get a little bit of the commission from you guys buying my stuff. So if you wanna support me that way, that would be great. I would have really appreciate it. I have my water tank over here. And so I'm just going to go ahead, and I really don't want to ruin my towel here. This is just like a catch kind of thing, so I'm just gonna put the but look how beautiful this color is. Like, wow, it's so beautiful. It's so rich. So a little bit goes a long way, and to tell the truth, simple is better than too gaudy. But it depends on your personality if you want something, you know, much more, because sometimes I'm like that. I'm, you know, bohemian in my heart. I'm bohemian. So sometimes I will go for like a mixed media. You can do that if that's what you fancy. Nobody's telling you to. We're not going to be group thinking here. We're going to do our own heart thinking ways. And also, before I forget to mention, look how beautiful it already is. Before I forget to mention, I sanded this box down because there was a lot of fuss, like fibers that were sticking up. So I just took a 150 grit. It's a really fine grit. You can even use 220 or 250 or something like that, if there's even such a thing. However, let me get my other glasses here. These other glasses are not. Ooh, I can see better. Yeah, so it's already beautiful, if you see. Oh my goodness. You know, it's really unique for Valentine's. You want to give it to your mother. If you're a guy, you should give it to your girlfriend. Oh, why not? Just put some beautiful plants in it. I know I should have done this like a week ago. But guys, I was so sick. I would have probably uploaded this about a week ago, but I was so sick. I mean, I wasn't deathly sick, but it's just the kind where you just can't summon up the strength to go to do anything, you know? You know, your muscles are aching. I'm not going to talk about it. Everybody gets sick. You know what I mean. But yeah, so I sanded it down, and I even sanded the edges so that it's not so sharp, you know. It's beautiful. This color is lovely. It's very rich. And you don't even have to do second coat. This is perfect. This is enough. But however, I will go as far as spraying it with matte, or no, maybe not matte, because then you would lose the shine. So glossy, anything glossy, varnish, just to keep that shine going. You wouldn't want to do matte, because matte will flatten the look. You don't want that. You want the shine. Look, shiny, shiny, shiny. And I could probably lay it down yeah, the other ones, the other lip molds that I got linked over here for you is just as pretty. Maybe a little bit wider mouth. But if you can find this on Amazon, you can search around for it. I did not find it, but you could probably find it. It's a candy mold, like chocolate lollipop mold. And Valentine's is around the corner, so you have to be kind of quick about it. Or you could just wait till next Valentine. When is Valentine? Oh, it's this Friday. Oh, you definitely need to hurry up and get some. Okay, so, let's see. Need some more. So there, yeah, so there, that's it. That's all you need to do. I'm going to show you. The next step is to make the, but look, there's a space right there. It's up to you if you want to do some kind of a caulking with your glue. I think I did caulk this a little bit, so I know it's not going anywhere. I did caulk it with, and I used the glue that's like E6000 or E3000. I don't know what the difference is with the numbers, but is it the how strong the bond would be, or what? Could be, huh? That's the only thing that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, so yeah. So what are you guys doing for Valentine's? That's something that you can comment, because I don't have any idea whatsoever what to do for Valentine's. It's like you've been married for so long, like, you know, you kind of run out of ideas. It's the same thing, like, oh, let's go out to dinner. Kind of boring. Well, not really boring, but depends on how you do it. Ooh, and this is so gorgeous. This is so gorgeous because it's gold. It's so gorgeous. Oh, I can't wait to put my plants in there. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this dry. I'm not gonna paint inside. Doesn't really matter because the plants will cover that. You just want to put a lot of plants around it. Let's see. Should I do the bottom? I should. So that's gonna be okay. So after you paint this and it dries, it's gonna lift some of that fiber because the balsa wood is a very soft wood, so it's gonna lift some of that fiber up. So all you need to do is get even a paper bag. See, it's already lifting. Even a paper bag to sand it down will get all the fuzz out of there. I'm just gonna lay it like this with the lips. And that's it, guys. So I'm gonna move on to the next part. Okay, so what I have in front of me is a piece of the Shrinky Dink. It's the white kind. I put a, oh, is it? Yeah. I put a link on the description. Woo. You can get this from, I don't know if you can get it from Michael's. I'm pretty sure that they have them, but sometimes they only have like the translucent or transparent ones. Sometimes not even. So I just ordered this online. I ordered it from Amazon, and you can get a smudge. It's just really great to to use for a whole bunch of projects. So what I'm going to use it for today is to make something that will, it's not dry yet, so something that will stand. So I'm going to also use this part right here to stick inside in the middle. You'll see, but I just wanted to explain to you that way. And then up here I'm gonna do some sexy eyes and maybe like an eyebrow or something that would complement the lips, you know, because oh, it's dry already, so oh, it's dry. Look at to just stick in the middle. It's like a little sign, you know, like the little label that you find with the plant sometimes when you buy them. So for this, I'm not gonna use paint because paint is like plastic, and this is like shrink plastic. It is plastic, but the plastic and the acrylic will not. You can use watercolor, I believe, but then it'll show all the, you know, imperfections, brush strokes and everything. So what I'm gonna use is my Copic markers. You can use any marker. You can use the Sharpies. You can use anything that will shrink with the plastic. So inks or something like that you can use. So first I'm gonna do, okay, so also remember that this right here will shrink 1/6 of its size. So I'm going to try to make it as big as I can, so that the eyes big as I can, because if it shrinks like 6 times the size, excuse me, if it shrinks 6 times its size, or 1/6, if you're left with 1/6 of the size, then it'll shrink like about this big. Okay. All right, so the next step that I did was to go into my Pinterest and just search for sexy cartoon eyes, and this is what I came up with. Jessica Rabbit. Who better would have sexy eyes but Jessica Rabbit, right? So all you have to do is copy it. So you can also print it out and then print it on the, make sure that you have the printable, the inkjet print. This is an inkjet printable shrink plastic. So you can feed this through your inkjet printer. They also have them, I think, for laser printers, but I don't want to ruin anybody's laser printer unless it's mine. And for that, you can use this to feed through your inkjet printer. I mean, the possibilities are endless with this stuff. That's why I have so much. I bought like a whole big package of it. Okay, so I'm gonna need some kind of a pencil just to get an idea where I'm gonna put the eye. So I'm gonna use as much as I can with this, and it's easy. It's like a, you know, I mean, I'm an art teacher, so I'm telling my kids, like when I was working for a school, just don't look at it as this is not an eye. This is a bunch of different shapes. So this is like a kind of a sideways triangle to start. So I'm gonna do sideways triangle. Try to find the middle. The middle is here, so I'm just gonna do again. Don't even have to copy what I'm looking at, but it does give me a little bit of an idea how to do it. This time I'm gonna put space like this. No, it's too much. you're gonna want to make the space in between the eyelid and the eyelid, the top eyelid and the lower eyelid, just a small space like that. Am I doing it right here? Yeah, doesn't have to be perfect, guys. But if you know, if you're a perfectionist, you can definitely make it perfect. But I'm not. I'm not a perfectionist. I think that the more imperfect, the better it looks. There. And another circle inside, and another circle inside. But it's kind of like a half circle, so you can see like it is just half. And then you can just add the rest of the details later. So you want eyelashes. Kind of looks angry, doesn't it? We'll see. We might change. I don't know. We could change it later on. I'm just like guesstimating this thing right here. And then you want to do the eyebrow. And it's telling me that there's gonna be rain soon. Like I don't already know. So this project right here is best to do when it's raining outside or it's snowing outside, you know, because you like, what can you do, right? You gotta be inside the house. And then the rest I'm just gonna do kind of like this, and then do a straight line like this. Make it thicker, because that's how you're gonna have to, because you know it's gonna shrink, right? So the thicker the better. And you can always color it later on, that's fine. Yeah, so there we go. So now I'm going to outline it with my black Sharpie. There's my black Sharpie. Am I still on? I don't know where my black Sharpie. Okay, here we go. Here's the skinny black Sharpie. You can do a bigger one if you want. Of course, it's not going to have any ink for me. So, I have a micron. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to try to follow this. So I'm going to go this way. You know, you want to make it as close to each other as possible. Meaning as closely the same as possible. It kind of looks mad, doesn't it? Right? I'm just winging it. Wing. That's normally what artists do. They just wing it. bit of the eye sparkle there. And then, so the best thing to use is the either inks or Sharpies that will conform to when you start to shrink it. You can put this in the oven. What I do is I just use a heating gun, because it works just the same. You just have to put it on something that's not like a plate or something, and then you're okay. Let's see. Here's my eraser. And also, when you use like these markers, it's great because it intensifies the color once it's shrunk. Oh, here's my eraser. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the white part. Maybe just leave it like that. But I am going to use blue around. So you could barely see it. That's fine, because once you shrink it, it's gonna intensify. So here's another trick. So you know how like you can do a darker area? Wherever you put the dark part, on whichever side you put the dark part, whether it's here or on the left side, you have to do on both. So here I am doing the dark part on the right side, and I'm going to do the dark part on this right side too. And then I'm going to take my black, do my black, and do my black inside here. Don't despair, it's no big deal. Mine is not perfect either. So, and then I'm just going to darken the eyelashes, whichever way you want, that's fine. Ooh, sexy. Maybe darken this part right here too. She's kind of angry looking. Oh well. Maybe she doesn't have a date, so she looks angry. Or maybe she's just a diva. Divas can have good Valentines too. Why not? Okay, I'm not gonna put any words to it. Maybe I'll just put a sticker or something. I don't even know if this, as big as I'm making this, if this is gonna be enough. But look at her, girl. I will also, let's see, what kind of eyeshadow. Which eyeshadow should I use? Maybe green or purple? Oh yeah, we'll do purple. First we'll do a violet, like a violet like this, right? Oops. Oh. That's okay, just blend it in. Just blend it in. Oh no, that black is wanting to blend in. That's fine, just blend it in there. And then I'm gonna take some dark Just kind of put some darkness there. So lovely. So lovely. Let's see if it works. Let's just do like a quick thing. OMG. Look at that, you guys. OMG. Okay, so now we're going to cut. Okay, so I'll put this away. We're already done with you, Miss Jessica Rabbit. So I'm gonna cut this. Make sure that when you cut it, you don't have any sharp edges, because once it's so hard, when it's not pliable anymore. And I'm gonna even go as far as go like this, and so you don't hurt yourself like that, because that's the one that's gonna go into the soil, right? So we know that this is like 3/4 of the whole page, you know, to use for your embellishment. I'll throw this away. I don't need that anymore, even though you could use it for something else. Then I'm just gonna go with the eyebrow here. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so freaking cute. Ta-da! I feel like, oh, I can go to masquerade party. Okay, so now I need to first to get a metal plate where this is gonna fit into. It has to be metal, because you don't want to burn anything. You don't want to burn either metal or a glass plate. So either metal or glass plate. You're gonna need something to hold it, and you know, just to hold it like this, so you're not touching it, because it's gonna get hot. And then you're gonna hold it like this, because it's gonna curl up, and then you're just gonna keep working it until it flattens back out. So you need something that's flat. You're gonna need something metal that's flat, or glass that's flat, not a plate that has like a curve. You don't want that, because then you're going to have a problem. What's this? Okay, I'll be back. The metal plate. Okay, so metal plate I have. This is my pastel pencil top cover. Then I have my paintbrush that's skinny enough to hold it down, because all I need is something like this, but far enough away from the heat so I don't burn my hands. And then I have this stamp, this wooden stamp. This is so that once it straightens out and it's still pliable and it's still hot, I can put this on top and just like lay on it so that it stays straight. That's what you want. So you're equipped. This is your heat gun. I'm going to start now. You might want to do this out in the open so that you're not breathing in, but I'm already sick, so. And all you have to do is kind of like do as much coverage as you can. Hold it down. Don't worry that it's not gonna straighten out, because it will. This is a big piece. It's gonna curl into itself, but it's gonna straighten back out. If you're not an expert at doing this with the heat gun, you can always put it in the oven. The same paint that I used, where is it? Oh, there. The same paint that I used, and I'm just gonna paint around this. But see how beautiful it is now because it's covered in gold. Wow. Alright, so in conclusion, we need to use like almost more than half a page of the shrink plastic. It's probably got just a little bit more. I would say about 65% of the whole page of the shrink plastic. Make sure that it's white, and I would, because you know you could draw anything on it if you want, just like I did, but you can also print if you have an inkjet printer. I would get the one that would take the inkjet printer, because then you can also print on it. What do you think, guys? Should I put something like a note or something that says Happy Valentine, or just leave it so that you can use it even if it's not Valentine, just to have it? Cute, huh? Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. OMG. I'm a valley girl. I do not talk that way. I hope I don't. But it's kind of hard when you're living in California. I mean, it's not as emphasized that way, but you know, you could tell that someone's from California when they speak that way. Oh my gosh. Kylie Jenner, eat your heart out with my eyeshadow. And then you could also paint the back. Oh, isn't this so cute? I am just so enamored. I'm so enamored. So I'm just gonna let this dry and then paint the back and the sides, because you don't want to look tacky. So you want to paint the sides as well. So anytime somebody turns your work or your planter, they're gonna see. And then I also will not show you, because I've already shown a bunch of on my other videos how to plant in a planter, so I'm not gonna have to show, because it's gonna be a forever long video unless you're into that. What I do is, when there's a long video, people that I want to watch, I put it inside a plastic. I put my phone in a plastic bag. Well, my iPhone 7 can take the water, but I'm not, you know, I don't want to take a chance. But sometimes I put my iPad inside a plastic bag, and I prop it up inside my shower, and I just take a shower while I'm watching something. It gets boring in the shower. Okay, so as you can tell, you know, these two eyes are not the same. I mean, they're not perfectly exactly, you know, like, it's not perfectly the same, but does it matter though? It doesn't really matter, I think. And then also the erasures that I made around it, kind of made it look like there's shadows, which, hey, you know, I'm all for it. You can even go over this if you want, like at the end, go over it before you seal it. So yeah, that's the only thing. All right, so I'm just gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna show you after it's all done how it's gonna go inside. Oh my gosh, look how cute. Now where's the gold one? See, oh my gosh, look how cute it is. See, OMG, how cute is that? All right, so hey, there you go. I'll be back. And there she is. What do you guys think? Is she cool or what? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So funny. So cute. And I've just put some little hollies, because who said that hollies are only for Christmas? They're red, so hollies are also for Valentine's. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is, guys. You guys need to get doing. You guys need to start making this stuff. It's so cute. Look at that. Closer. Ooh, ooh. Sexy. Okay, guys. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys show me your variables. I mean, you can make this or you can make your own. If you have anything creative to contribute, this is gonna be so cool. You like it? Oh, let me know, guys. Let me know if you love it. I love this. This is so cool. And then show me what you come up with, because this is just awesome. Alright, happy Valentine's, guys. I'll see you in a few. Bye. XOXO.